You could see a lot of things that I wasn't trying to have you see when I just did what I just did. So, bonjour guys, bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? It's sunny in France today. Guys. Join up, guys, join up. So we might have a chat. You guys are getting this crazy angle of me. Okay. Bonjour. Okay, I actually have outfit ideas in my phone. I should have just scrolled through the pictures I took so I could see what I want to wear. It's a pretty warm day in France. Okay, I was trying to decide what to wear. I think I'm just gonna wear this skirt and this top. Is that so out of player? Are you always changing your name? Bonjour, how are you? I hope you're doing well on this day. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and wear this for today. I just threw on some clothes because I went down to the front desk to do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. But now I'm gonna change. I'm gonna wear the skirt and the shirt. I got the iron because I was like, ooh, I might need to iron something. But today I don't. Yesterday I did. But I missed that. So, whoa. Un momentito. While I put on the skits. Guys, but major update. I am in France. Can you guys hear me well? Is the audio okay? Because the phone is definitely laying down or sitting up on the counter. Let's put on this. I want to make some art today. Can you hear me well? Make sure you like the live. Does it look wrinkly? It does look a bit wrinkly, no? So maybe I should iron it? Or does it like not look wrinkly enough to need to be ironed? It kind of looks wrinkly enough to need to be ironed. Maybe I'm just gonna iron it. F it. Okay, is it better? Is it worse? I can't tell. Can you hear me or no? Let me know, let me know. I can't tell because it doesn't seem like I'm on mute on my side. But yay, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, so what I was saying is I don't know what I thought France was gonna be like before I got here, but the whole day yesterday, all I kept saying was, oh my God, like, this is interesting. Like, it's just so interesting. It's just so interesting to me. One thing I love is the architecture here. It's very, like, it's so well thought out. It's so different. Oui, I'm in France. I'm in France right now. I got here yesterday. I got here yesterday. Um, in the morning at 10 a.m. this time I got into Paris or into Marseille. And I was so scared. Like I was so scared on what day was that? Like the day before I left, I was like terrified because I didn't have like everything thought out. I didn't like make too many plans. I just was like, okay, I had booked my ticket and that was really it. Like I didn't even have my like I didn't decide where I wanted to stay or anything until literally until I was at the airport. So I was just reading a message right now. I don't know. I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. But I knew I needed to come here because I kept feeling like this urging. It was like, go to France, go, 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 go. But did not to just to France, to Marseille. And it was it was intense. So anyways, I left the US on Sunday. On Monday, I spent the day in Istanbul. In Istanbul, it was so amazing. It was really amazing. I got to see the beautiful city. We went to see the Blue Mosque, which is originally called like Sultanary or something. And it was cool like to hear and to see the people praying during Ramadan. It was incredible. I mean, everything was just beautiful and fresh, like imagine. And we solo travel. That's me. I'm just that girl. I'm just that girl who just does, like, I do things solo because I can't wait for people to, you know, do stuff with me. And also, I felt like this was a trip I was meant to take alone because I wanted to come to France in October. And that was my birthday. My birthday month was October, and I wanted to come to France then. And I planned this trip, and I was gonna go with my dad and my sister, but I ended up being in school. So my dad and my sister came without me. And that was really probably for the best because I don't think I was supposed to come at that time. So now I have arrived in France by myself and it feels amazing. Honestly, if you ask me how I feel, I'm gonna just tell you it's everything that I expected and more. Like, and more. And it's just so funny. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me because, okay, before I came, y'all, before I came, I didn't really like talk to too many people about the fact that I was coming to France because I don't like people in my business, really. Yes, this is my first time in France. And that's why I didn't like talk to too many people about it. But also because I don't like when people give me unprompted advice, you know, like people, and I know they're like coming from a good place and they want to do this because they think that they are helping me out by giving me this advice of theirs. But what I find is that, especially when okay, this is the kind of advice I'm talking about. So right before I left, I did this thing. I was finishing a painting and I did it in my lobby of my apartment complex where I stay. I actually recorded me doing it on TikTok, so I have part of it on there. I didn't edit the rest, which I definitely should. But I just sat in the lobby and I was painting, and I ended up having a lot of conversation with different people who were walking in and out of the building. And I ended up chatting with a girl who, she is Nigerian European. I don't know if it's like German, maybe, I think. And she moved to the US to go to school, but she grew up in here. She grew up in Europe or something. And so she went and visited France or something. But I mentioned to her that, oh yeah, like I'm about to go to France in like a couple of days. And so then she followed up and sent me a message on Instagram. I'm looking for this thing right now, and I guess it would be easier if I just pulled the bag down and looked, but you don't understand how heavy this bag is, so I'm not gonna like move it. But she messaged me on Instagram and she said to me, she was like, you know, Marseille is not very, oh, I found what I'm looking for. Oh, damn, that hurt. She said, Marseille is not, she said it's not very safe and it's full of bigots, is what she told me. And, you know, I just didn't really respond to that part of what she said. And that's, to me, is because I believe that my energy dictates the experience that I get to have. So maybe, yes, that was her experience and that was her experience. But for me, like, I knew that wasn't going to be my experience because I just knew that wasn't going to be my experience. Like, I know me. Hold on. Bonjour. Bonjour. No. So, yeah. But, so, anyways, when she said that to me, I was like, I'm not, you know, like, I just didn't really think too much about it because I was like, you know, I just know the kind of vibe that I'm about to have. And, okay, so since I've arrived, how has it been? Like, it's been, first off, incredible. Like, everybody to me is just very kind. They're just, and they're very, very polite. Like, very polite, you know, like, in a way that's like, I don't know, like proper, very, I would say proper. Like, you know, will ask lots of questions. Like, I remember someone was about to buy me a tea, and before buying was like, is it okay if I buy this for you? Like, very, like, wants, it's like respectful. It's very, I don't know, like, I love it personally. And I think people are very understanding of the difference in language, right? So that was one of the scary things for me, was like, okay, like, I understand a little bit, quite a little bit of French, and I speak, you know, I've been practicing and learning, but it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm really out here, blah, 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 in French. But people are understanding, like I think some people would say, had told me, oh, the French, like they do not want to speak English to you. They're not going to respond to you. They just want to speak French and French alone. And so when you, oh, I got a new bag. This is, like, when I tell you, this is everything that I wanted. They're like cleaning the room right now, so it's getting a little loud. But I'm like respectful in general, right? Like I'm going to say hello before I just start asking for something, and I do my best to speak as much as I can. But everyone is really helpful, so I was like, I want to learn French, and people are like, okay, I can teach you a little bit, blah blah blah, and help me out. So I don't know, like personally, I just wouldn't be taking advice from people. That's my biggest piece of advice. Not that you need to take it, but just don't take too much advice from people who, like, I don't know how to say this, but I really feel like everyone has their own energy, and that energy dictates how, like, we experience the world and how the world experiences us. And so, like, I have a friend who lives in the US who's French, and he grew up like half of his life in France, half of his life in Ivory Coast. And so he was saying to me how, like, some people will say that the French are rude, and he said, it's mainly because a lot of Americans have this idea that the world should, kind of like the world should speak English, the world kind of should be like America, which doesn't make sense because America's not the world. But it's easy to get into that mindset in living in America because that's kind of how they create or raise Americans to be, is like America is the world. And so, like, even when I was in Istanbul, the one thing that I had to, like, I noticed that I was saying in my head was, like, when I would see buildings that resembled buildings in America, I would say, oh, that looks like a normal building. But then I had to stop myself and say, it's not normal, it just looks American, because normal is different everywhere I go. And so, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know. I really don't know what all I was trying to say with what I was saying, but if you just kind of picked it up along the way, I hope you got something from whatever I said there. The main thing is, like, if I'm gonna travel, I do my best to become immersed in the lifestyle of wherever I'm at, rather than ask that the place that I'm in adjust to my lifestyle. So, yeah, there's that. Uh, 1 minute, one moment, please. While I change my top. Alright. But so today, I am going to go out. I'm somebody who's gonna meet some friends too. Like, I open my mouth. I'm a chatty girl, so I'm gonna chat and meet people. So I met this woman yesterday at La Supermarché. At the supermarket. I went to the supermarket yesterday to get a charger for my phone, and I was speaking some English there, right, to the lady at the desk, asking her, like, if she could help me with some stuff. And then the person behind me heard me, and she was like, oh my gosh, are you English? And so she started chatting with me in English and was like, oh, and so she ended up telling me that she is from England and she moved to France like this year or something, and she said she was living in England. She went to Paris on vacation, ended up meeting her husband. Like, so then they ended up getting married, and when they got married, they moved to Marseille. So that's why she's here now, and she was just like, oh, like, let's chat. Oh, I guess YouTube never closed this. Maybe it did. Thanks for the like. Also, I'm back. So if you rejoin, hey. If you don't, hey. So, like I said, I'm just starting my day. In the afternoon, I had to sleep, y'all. Like, I had to sleep. I woke up. I ironed my skirt in the time we've been gone, so that's good. But, like, I felt like the last time I actually slept was Friday night. Like, Friday night was the last night I had, like, a really good night's sleep until last night. And that's why I slept so long today, because I was exhausted. Like, Saturday, I slept in because the next day was Sunday, which was the day I was supposed to leave for my trip. And so I was a little bit stressed. So I woke up early, was tossing and turning, all of this. And yeah, so today I said, I'm going to sleep. I'm looking for my scarf. 1 minute. 1 moment, please. Un moment. Un moment. What is it? Honestly. I'm not sure. Come on, taboo. Oh, it's right here. Okay. And then I'm going to pick out my jewelry. For aujourd'hui. I'm telling you, by the time, well, I dropped something. By the time that I leave this country, I will be speaking French fluently. I'm telling you. I know it to be true. Okay. So, yeah, what are you guys up to today? What's your day looking like? Thanks for liking the live. It is now 2 p.m. and I am hungry. So I am getting ready to go, and then I'm gonna go out there and find something to eat, and then I'm gonna find something to eat, and then we'll see how I'll explore. I have like some emails to send. I actually do get to do some work. I get to be like a bit serious. And then I also want to decide what I want to do this weekend, because I do want to go to to Paris, and I also want to go to Nice and Saint-Tropez. So I feel like it's probably fun on the weekends in France. I'm sure there's people and there's parties and things to do and to get into. So I will see about doing something like that. That's what I want to see about. So that's why I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should just go ahead and go to Nice and Saint-Tropez while I'm in south of France, and then go north later and just go to Paris, and then leave and go to another country, which I also want to do. Like, while I'm here, I might as well. I already got, this is my second country of this trip. From Istanbul to France, and Geneva, Switzerland is like so close to France. It's receiving these messages that are a little bit like, also cryptic. Yeah, I just want to eat good food. And I don't know what's good food here, but I don't know what's good food here. So I have my scarf because what I'm putting on my hair is not gel. It's a green tea hair butter. And so obviously it doesn't have like the grip that gel has. But hey, it does a little something. It does a little something. So I just put this on here, and then I put on my scarf. That's why I have my scarf right here, because my scarf is gonna be like P.O.P. and hold it down. Hold it down. P.O.P. hold it down. You guys remember that video? Oh, I missed my music. I was getting ready listening to music, but hey, we move. Alright. And I want to do some art. Maybe that's what I'll do today. I'll just take it easy and create something new. I saw a few galleries. Did I? Well, I went into one gallery, and it's a gallery for local artists, and I got to talk to the artists, and that's what's interesting. Like, even though they're speaking in French, like a lot of it I'm able to still gather and to understand, like, oh, okay, like I understand what you mean when you're saying this. I don't know, I guess communication is a lot about feeling. Okay. We'll see. So right now, as you can see, like you can see the outline of them, but it's a bit fuzzy. So I'm going to take my scarf and just put it right on top and let it do its little thing for a quick second. All right, and then I'll continue to get dressed. Okay, so the weather has been great here. It sprinkled a bit yesterday. It actually was like a little bit of a quick downpour all of a sudden. You know, like it was sunny. I was on a walk, hanging out, taking a tour. A person that I met was giving me a tour yesterday, so we went. Well, it wasn't really a tour. It was just like a walking like thing. We just walked around and saw a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm telling you, the way this city is built is incredible. Like, it's truly incredible. Incredible. Put something on my eye there. But yeah, guys. What day is it today? And my solutions are getting solved. Okay, also tip. Like, if you have a problem. LOL, this is coming from me, the girl who said, don't be taking a But listen. Like, why is this like this? You know, sometimes when it's a new toilet paper and it's like, how do you open it? And then you end up ripping through like 4 layers of toilet paper. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh. Okay. Tip. If you ever like call a company, right, and they're supposed to be resolving something for you and they can't, I'm telling you, if you haven't learned the thing of talk to the supervisor, like, I'm always somebody who's gonna ask to speak to the supervisor. I want to speak to whoever's in charge. And then, so before I left, I was having an issue with this card, like a card that was applied for that wasn't supposed to be, blah blah blah. And so I'm speaking to the the supervisor and I'm telling her, girl, like, send me some documentation saying that this this shouldn't be like that, this is not like that, I called you. Anyways, I'm asking for this documentation. The supervisor is saying, oh, like, I can't do anything, blah blah blah, you're gonna have to wait. You know what I did? I emailed the CEO of the company. I emailed the CEO and I CC'd like 4 other executives, and I sent this email. I said, look, I don't know what kind of establishment you guys are doing, but blah da 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 da, you know, like, and I just said what happened, you know, like, they're not giving me any documentation, this is urgent. I sent that email on Sunday. They called me yesterday, and this woman, she called me, she stayed on the phone with me until like there was a solution that was reached and everything. And so what I'm saying is, if you want your matter to be handled quickly, email the CEO. Mind you, they didn't have the CEO's email, nobody's email listed. I dug around, found it, got it, sent an email, and it got done. It got done. So, and I was stressed out about that thing. And like, oh, solution was reached. Thank God. You're not a fluffy guy like me. I don't know who you are, so don't know about that. But yeah. Your cortisol is rising. Well, you better get a hold of it. It can get dangerous. Yeah, so I'm excited. Like, it's so funny because I was just so scared to come here because I didn't know, like, there were so many things that were going on at home that like really needed to be resolved. And I was thinking, like, should I just stay until all these things get done? But then that was going to mean I was going to have to miss my flight. And I tried to see about rescheduling my flight. And the flight, mind you, I only paid like $500 for this flight to get to France. And when I asked them about like changing my flight, they said the fee to change the flight was going to be $1,000. I said, I paid $500 for this ticket, and you want me to pay $1,000 to change it? I'll just go. I guess what you're saying is I should just go. So this is me just going. Just going. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did. I'm telling you, I've been meeting such incredible people along the way. Even while I was in Istanbul, I met such fun people who, like, we went on the tour together, and that was so nice. And there's this one, like, auntie I met. She was sitting in the seat next to me. White, fluffy, fairy hair. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. But yes, and the auntie, she lives in Chicago, which is where I live. And she was like, oh yeah, like, when we get back to Chicago, we should hang out, go for tea or something. Do 1 versus 1 the ice cream man in Istanbul. I don't know, but there was lots of ice cream in Istanbul, but it was too cold. Like, it was cold. It was cold in that place for sure. So all I wanted was hot tea, but we were too busy looking for souvenirs to get to the tea shop before we had to come back from the tour. So I didn't even drink Turkish tea in Turkey, which is like crazy to me. But on the next trip, I will. On the next trip to Turkey, I will have some Turkish tea. I show speed. Oh, interesting. I watched his tour which was interesting. Who is he? Like, is he a musician or something, or is he like a comedy person? I'm not sure who the guy is. I just happened to see his tour of Africa, which was really interesting. I really loved that. That was like super cool um, to see. Um, well, I can't see you. You know, the picture on this is like so tiny. I don't know. Okay, so now let's put on some jewelry. My shirt is pink. Maybe I'll just wear these. I don't know why I just want to wear these, but I just want to wear these. These little things. I'll wear these little things. And then I'll put a blue butterfly in my ear as well. I'll put a blue butterfly. And then we really get serious about finding some food, because this girl is really about to like fall out if I don't eat. I gotta eat. Yesterday, what I ate here, I ate breakfast on the plane, and what are you sick of? What, how are you sick? So, yeah. All right. Did I put the necklace anywhere? Oh, I know where I put the necklace. No worries. Oh, there's a hole in this. Maybe that's where the thing fell out of. Alright, guys. Me, I'm hungry. I have to go. Eureka. Have a headache and feeling sluggish. Maybe you should get some rest and drink lots of tea. Drink some tea. I'm also looking for some tea today with some ginger. Ginger, turmeric ginger is what I want. Okay, this is a body oil that is called Worthy. It smells very light, citrus. It's nice and light. All right. Does anyone have a good recommendation for a nice restaurant in Marseille? Maybe I'll just go and get like falafel. You seem to like ginger a lot. Well, ginger is just very supportive for the body, for the immune system, for healing. So, you know, if you're not feeling well, that's when I would do that. I'm into that. Yeah, but I walked past this place that has falafel. I don't know, the food selection is interesting. I don't know if I can really judge that much yet. I mean, seems that people here do definitely eat a lot of meat. I don't know what the vegetarian options are really hitting for. I might eat some fish while I'm here. We get to see about that. Really get to see about that. I'm not entirely sure. No, honey, you better slow down. I'm getting a message from somebody. Go to the BART restaurant. What's at the BART? Have you been there? I'm like, cutting my nails. My nails are like all kinds of like crazy right now. Just need them to become even. I don't know what that is. Sounds suspicious. I'm suspicious of that. It would be cool to take you guys on a walking tour, but the way my phone's set up and this battery, that's why today I want to also get an adapter so I could use my normal charger, which charges fast. I got a charger from the supermarket yesterday, and it's a USB charger, so I just plug it into the wall, but it charges so slow. Like, I'm used to plugging up my phone, and then within like 10 minutes, it's gained at least minimum 10%. Like, usually more than that. So, waiting hours for my phone to charge, I'm not used to. It's like crazy to me. So, I get to get my adapter so I can charge my phone. So that's my plan for today. I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna take my sketchbook. I brought my material to paint, but I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I have canvas. I brought my canvas and I brought paint and everything, but I don't know if that's really the right time yet. So I'm more likely just going to bring my sketchbook and do that, and then yeah, but let's go out while it's still warm. Do you date? Oh, people, do you have a preference? I date people who align with my values. So whoever that is, you know, I don't know what that person looks like per se. It's just if that person aligns with my values. So also, another thing I love about France is people loiter, which people do that in South Africa too. And I think that's just a thing that people do in other places than America. Because, like, you know, just like at the street corner, like at this corner right here, right across from my window, there's like a small supermarket. And I'm telling you, these people are always standing here, just loitering, like chatting, having a conversation. In South Africa, people loiter in the parking lot. Like, instead of having like a house party, people have kickbacks in the driveway. And I just love that. I like it feels like people are just free and people just do, you know, people are just doing them, which is like so sexy. What are my values? My values are one, like honesty, and the other is faithful. But when I say it, I mean faith hyphen full, like they're full of faith. They have an immense amount of belief in whatever they believe in. Someone who's spiritually aligned with me, that like we could share our spiritual practices, I guess. Another one is always growing, has like an always growing mindset, wants to grow, to do more or better. The other one is abundant, like abundant mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And generous, and affectionate and loving. Also cares about their health. Those are my values. Okay, so now guys, And in moment. Oh, I wear my pink sunglasses today because obviously I'm wearing pink. Obviously I'm wearing pink. More chopstick. Ah! Comment allez-vous? I'll be wearing these. And where's my bracelet? Alright. So I'm gonna zip up my suitcase. And then we should head out. Because yeah. Hold on un moment. It's a lot going on in my mind, so I'm trying to gather my thoughts and myself. It's like people are wearing jackets. Except that it might possibly rain, so I'm also gonna grab my umbrella. I brought my umbrella too because I thought that through. You see? Alright. Alrighty. Alright. So I've grabbed my umbrella now. I've grabbed a rain jacket. Now I'm just zipping up my bag. Hold on. I'm still here. I'm coming, darlings. Don't you worry. I'm coming. Just listen. Guys, also Turkish Airways really owes me for my bag. They really messed up my zipper. They had me, I couldn't even open my suitcase yesterday, literally. I had to just wear what was in my carry-on because my bag was literally like unusable. Alright, let's put that right there. Put this right here. Let's do this. And then do this. Let's do that. Let's close this. Let's put this here. Okay. Oh. Alright. Just close my suitcase. Oh. Here I come. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. You should see what just happened to that suitcase that I zipped. But it's okay. It's okay, let me not worry. Or should I just wear my tennies? Should I wear my tennis shoes? I was gonna wear my sandals. Where did the umbrella go? Where's the umbrella? Hell, guys, let me just head out. Okay, did you say goon? Sounds exactly like me. They love black people in China. I don't know, do they love black people in China? Or are they fascinated? Is it love or fascination? Or is it one and the same? Have to wonder. Okay, yeah. I definitely need to hurry up and get off of this live because my battery is on its way out. I'm at about 50%. So it's gonna be time for me to go. Let's take this off. And it's 2:30. It is now 2:30. OMG. OMG. Alright, so now this is what. Okay. So I had held my hair down, now I have to lift it back up. But yeah, you see why I put the scarf on. It's to just be able to do that. Yeah, so just and then totally okay, girl. It's so cool. Like I've literally met like at least 5 people in the time that I've been here. And I've been here one full day. This is my first full day waking up in France, getting to be in France the entire day, you know? So it's also so cool. So I recently cut my hair and I've been just enjoying this like short hair, like no care. It was raining. It rained yesterday, and I was just free in the rain, like. Okay, guys. So this is me, and this is also me peacing out. I get to go and give up my house to Tasher. Would you? Where do you live? Dauda. What's up? I have my pink on to match my pink shirt. And yeah, we vibe. Should I wear my sandals? I don't know, it's giving I should wear my tennies. Cause I think I'm gonna be walking a lot. And I want my feet to also stay warm if it starts to rain. So let me grab a pair of socks and let's put the socks on. And then, oh, damn it. Then we shall go. Where's the little thingy? But now I have to reopen my suitcase because I guess I zipped up my, I literally took out the, what's that thing called? The umbrella. And then I like zipped it up. Yeah. I'm not understanding what's going on there. But that's fine or whatever. So let's just do that. Really quick. All right, and I'll wear my shoelaces today. I'm telling you. Yeah, and so this is gonna be my outfit. I don't know, I think it's gonna be warm enough. And then I'll bring my rain jacket for if and when the rains come. But I'll just hold it. Oh! Luckily, it's lightweight. So there's that. Let's zip this up and then let me get my socks. Mon socks. Thanks for liking the live. It's my live. It's funny, I like that live sounds like life because this really is mon vie. Mon vie. I think, is that how you say my life? So, like I said about Turkish Airways in my bag, They really did me dirty, dog. Something happened with my zipper. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally couldn't open my suitcase yesterday because like the zipper was knocked off track. And it wasn't like that before I left, you know, because my suitcase was literally zipped up. Wait, guys. Where the heck did the umbrella go? I'm gonna wear these egg socks today. I'll show you. Okay, I literally put it right back in a different bag. Like, it's like I just want it to make sense when I decide to wear. Like, do I even like this together? Is the question. Do I like this together? And yes, I must like it together. I mean, it's fine. Really, it's fine. I'm gonna go out without the jacket on because I think it's warm enough and the sun is out still. I have my socks now. Let's zip this up. Let's hope it zips this time. Is it zipping? I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening here, honestly. It's not zipping. Oh my god. It's like, is it? What is it? What is it, guys? Oh my god. Guys, I'm a little bit panicked. Because my suitcase, like, it has to zip up. Like, you know, like, before I leave this country, my suitcase must be zipped. It literally must. Hey, Rancho. Guys. I'm gonna leave it alone because honestly it's going to make my head bust the fact that this suitcase is not zipping up right now. I have no idea like what the F they did to my bag, but they are going to buy me a new bag. And that's a new bag. I had shaved my hair at 16 days old. It's true. It looks much better. Thank you. Yeah, I literally got my hair buzzed off. I don't know, maybe mine is like 20 days old now. I don't know how old she is. Oh, goodness. Here's a sock. Let's put on a sock. Remember I said I brought my canvases, so I'll be able to create some beautiful masterpieces when I get there, whenever I feel like it. Have a sock on, have another sock on. All right, I'm at 50% now, so it's definitely time for me to go. It's time for me to go, guys. Okay, it's been great being on live. I'll be back on live another day. We'll see what happens, but I love you guys. Thanks for joining. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you when I see you. Mwah. Peace and love.